Well, with a long history in the Sacramento community, the city of Sacramento partnered with Comcast to provide the region's youth with fun educational activities. Here to tell us more about it is the mayor of Sacramento, Steinberg. It is great to have you on the show, Mayor Steinberg.
Tracy, thank you for having me. Really appreciate it.
Well, and such a great thing to talk about, too. Tell us about the partnership between Comcast and the city of Sacramento.
Well, first of all, a little bit of history. You know, when the city went through the terrible recession several years ago, youth programs were cut very deeply. And we've recovered some, but the fact of the matter is when we look at the opportunities for young people on weekend evenings, there just isn't enough. And you know, you can go throughout the entire city, and there are 2 or 3 things that teenagers especially can do on a Friday night. And so in December there was that controversy regarding Arden Fair Mall, and a number of us said enough. And so the Sierra Health Foundation, the City of Sacramento, and Comcast stepped up big time. And now we have about 15 venues every Friday night in Sacramento.
Oh, wow.
5 of them are centered on these, what we call teen tech hubs, because, and that's a main part of the Comcast partnership, to really provide young people the opportunity to begin learning coding and everything about computers. You know, as you and I were talking earlier, maybe we should take this course and show up. But it's really an opportunity for kids to learn on a Friday night, and also to be in a safe place where they can have a good time. And so our commitment is to do this year-round now, not just sporadic, not just a pilot program, not just 2 or 3 sites. Comcast, 5 tech hubs, 15 hubs in total, and you know, it's the way it should be in our city.
Absolutely. But you know, why is it important, do you think, for the teens to learn these skills?
Well, obviously the nature of the economy is changing in a big way, and Sacramento is growing fast. We're no longer just a government town. We're attracting all kinds of industry and a lot of technology, a lot of folks coming from the Bay Area and businesses, the cost of living, the great quality of life. And so what I always say is that good cities build a lot of industry and a lot of amenities for our people. Look at Major League Soccer, we're gonna do the waterfront, there's so many good things happening. Great cities connect all that growth to the young people, especially the young people from our neighborhoods. And beginning to do job training as early as 15, 16 is the right thing to do for our city to make sure our young people are first in line for these new jobs.
Absolutely. I mean, knowledge is power, and if you can empower the teens to get out there and learn all of these coding and technology things, I mean, that really goes a lot to building a community.
There's no question about it. You know, I always say that my mantra as mayor is we need to build a modern cosmopolitan economy, but be very purposeful about connecting it to the neighborhoods, and especially the young people in our neighborhoods. And you know, we have such a great future in this city, but we always need to connect growth with the young people and provide those pathways. And the Comcast partnership is a big part of that, because they're investing in our young people, and at the same time these Friday nights and some Saturday nights as well, every kid should have a safe, healthy, enriching place to go have a good time and learn something on Friday night. Now we've got 15 sites when we only had a couple before. We just have to continue to fund it in a partnership and collaborative way, and continue this as the way we do it in Sacramento.
And when can we expect these tech hubs?
Well, a couple of them are up and running.
Okay, good.
Yeah, a couple of them are up and running.
Good.
There's one more, I think, 1 or 2 more to go, but it's the Boys and Girls Club, the Greater Sacramento Urban League, Hacker Lab, La Familia is going to open a site, and those are just the tech hubs. We have 10 other sites that aren't necessarily focused on tech, but are safe, enriching places for young people to hang out on Friday night and some Saturday nights. And it's, you know, I call it adult accountability, right? We expect a lot of our kids. It's up to us to provide them the opportunities, and then they'll do the right thing.
Absolutely, absolutely. Where can folks go for more information about these tech hubs?
Well, they can call my office, certainly, at 808-5300. They can call the Sierra Health Foundation. They can call the Hacker Lab. They can certainly call the local Comcast offices, and we'll provide all the venues. And you go online with all, you know, all of us as well.
Excellent.
And you know, if you're a young person and you want to get into something positive on a Friday night in Sacramento, there's something for you.
There is something. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you so much for being here.
I'm so glad. Thank you for having me.
Definitely. Well, stick with